welcome back to the Ask Orlando show for our third week. Oh shit, wait, is it third week? Yeah. Sorry, wait, pause. Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask Orlando show for the third week. Today we're going to be discussing, today's not so planned, we're going to be, I'm going to kind of wing it from the heart today. I think it's super important that we just kind of be honest again in light of what happened, this past weekend, and not to kind of continue to bring it up, but obviously a tragedy has happened here in Orlando, Florida. To us as human beings, also the LGBT community, but we just want to say that OSMUA is here for you. We are backing you. We are a community. We help each other. So again, my condolences to the family, to the victims, and also to the to the survivors. My family and prayers still go out to you. So we are strong, and we are sticking with each other. And now, speaking of sticking with each other, community is super important, because this weekend, if you are a makeup artist in the makeup community, you definitely have to go to the pop-up shop for the makeup show in Atlanta. And it's this weekend, the 18th and 19th, Saturday, Sunday, where you will be able to participate in a little bit of education, right? It's a smaller version of what a makeup show really is. That's why it's called the pop-up shop. It's open to consumers, not necessarily professionals, but obviously professionals are welcome and invited, and we suggest that you be a part of it, be a part of the community, get to know the brands personally, right? The people who are the backbone of the business. You can actually shake hands with them, speak to them, ask them personal questions regarding makeup products that are your favorites, and so on and so forth. Again, you get to see James Vincent, Vanessa Myricks, Bethany Towns. You get to hear some education from them as well. So I encourage you, I invite you to be there, to be a part of this industry. And if you're a newcomer thinking about joining the makeup industry, well, this is the place for you to be. And if you're current and existing and you're local in that area, obviously, definitely, we encourage you to be there as well, so you can be a part of the community as a whole. And also, again, speaking of community, today's topic is a little bit more on my thoughts as to what a community really is. When we say the makeup community, we can have two choices to way to look at it. One of those choices is, well, for example, I live here in Orlando, Florida, and I can see all the makeup artists in my area as either my community, where we can share, bounce ideas off each other, perhaps pass on jobs, help each other, encourage each other when we're down, or I can see them as my competitor. And I can cut throats, I can undercut, price-wise, I can slander other people and talk about how not professional they are, or their business, or so on and so forth, just to make a quick buck for myself. One of the two, right? I encourage you to leave the negative aside, right? And they're not your competitors. I'd rather you see them as a community. Because what happens as a community, then we determine the price in the market, right? We have what the clients want, right? We can make a demand, right, that they want to meet, right? So, for example, if I'm a makeup artist working in this current area, and if I know I cannot do the job, but I know what I charge, I'm not gonna just say go to such and such person, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna highly speak about another makeup artist that I can refer to as a friend of mine, right? Again, community, so that that person can go, and guess what? We both have the same prices. Nobody's undercutting. So the more we see each other as a community and less of a competitor, then we actually all can raise our prices. Because I hear that all the time. They're like, well, we can't charge that much in my city. Well, why not? well, because such and such charges a little bit, and this person charges $25, and all these people charge a lot less, and so therefore the market has gotten used to like all this cheaper prices for services, for makeup. So what happens is when you all, because the industry in that area is kind of shattered and broken and not one, there's no way that you're going to be able to get what you want because you're fighting against everyone else for a higher price and for a value that you think you're worth. However, if you all come together, right, and perhaps have meet and greets, maybe once a month at a local bar or at a local restaurant to talk about what's going on in the community, right? Or you can maybe do it on a group chat on Facebook, a private closed group of all industry professionals, makeup artists, and kind of keep each other updated as to what's going on in your community, in your city, right? So everybody's aware of it all at the same time. And all of a sudden, when everybody starts to increase their prices, when everyone does it together, there's no way, right, that they're going to play one against the other because it's not feasible. Because we're all aware of what's going on, and when we all raise our prices, and now we're all getting it, right? We're all getting what we deserve and what the value truly is worth. So there you go. There you have it. These are just my thoughts. Again, you know, we are all different, but this has been proven to be a fact and has proven to work for me. And this is what I strongly suggest for my students, that we should be a community, okay? So those are my personal thoughts. Now, what I'm going to do is I just want to give you products of the day. Products of the day for me that I just love to feature other brands, right? Every single week I give my favorite products so that I can share them with you. And this week, one of them is Jiao, right? And Jiao is basically one of my favorite hand sanitizers. It's also aromatherapeutic, right? Lavender. Because once you actually are sanitizing your hands before your clients, and then obviously working on your clients, what happens is that lavender, we all know that lavender is a cooling scent. So that scent, right, actually your client ends up obviously taking it in, and while they're getting their makeup done, while you're performing your services, you'll see that your client is actually much more relaxed. Plus it's a sense of cleanliness and assertiveness that you're giving off to your client as well. So if you haven't tried it, it's awesome. It's very simple and you'll love it, trust me. Very inexpensive. And then obviously a cult favorite, and it has a huge following, of course, is the one and only Cinema Secrets brush cleanser. If you haven't seen it, it's the only one with basically a blue tube. It comes with a container, right, for your makeup artist that you just need to kind of pour some in and clean your brushes in between applications. But of course, it's the notorious blue bottle that everybody knows and loves. One of my favorites has been for many, many years, since I really discovered the brand and the product, because it takes away the frustration of having to clean your brushes in between clients. It dries right away. It leaves it nice and clean as if you were to shampoo it, right? And it takes care of your brushes. So it is by far one of my favorites. You know, try it for yourself and you'll see. Just a little capful can go a long way. It cleans up to 5, 6, 10 brushes perhaps. Depends on how many brushes you have, all right? So these are some of my products, and if you want to find out more about these, you can go to our website at www.osmua.com, click on store, and these can be yours just simply by clicking and ordering, all right? So thank you guys once again for tuning in, and again, makeup show pop-up shop this weekend, right? So I look forward to hearing that you guys were there, and I hope you have a great time. So,